Well, it's a very windy day, so I'll have to be rather sparing, I think, with my reports. We've had cyclonic type weather recently. This is good because it's not raining. It just I was without power for almost 24 hours, which has never happened before. And yeah, it's been pretty bad. Well, I'm looking for Curtin Wonderland. I'm finally out of the gusts. It's just incredibly gusty today, and it's impossible to do YouTube videos. But I'm looking for, I think it's called Curtin Wonderland. Should be just down here, hopefully. And oh, there it is. There, perfect. Yep, found it. Next to Nick Scarley, Curtin Wonderland. I've got to get these gliders that have got the bigger holes in them. The one I've got from Bunnings has just got very small round holes, but these are the ones that I use. I don't know if you can see that in close up, but it's a big rectangular hole and allows the hook to get through a lot easier. And yeah, they don't seem to have any other variety at Bunnings, just the one that's advertised. I thought there were two different types last time I was there, but maybe not. Well, we'll see what this mob's got, if they've got any curtain glides that suit what I'm looking for. At least it's easy to find, and it's on the way to Bunnings. They're just round the corner, so there you go. It's like a homemaker's area. Curtain blinds, here we go, we'll give it a go. Well, I've got a 50 pack for $4.85, and apparently the ends of the rods, you can pull them off. You just got to use a bit of elbow grease to do it. So that's interesting, although it's not going to help much because I need to slot them in particular spots. It's got a rounded, rather than a squarish shape, it's rounded, but I still should be able to jiggle it in hopefully and see how we go. But it only costs $4.85 for a pack of 50, so gee, it's good value. I think Bunnings charge the same for a pack of 10, so puts in perspective. So that's not bad. I didn't even know this walkway was here. Oh, okay, because I went in earlier. Yeah, I went over there where the driveway is. Actually, it's abated a little, the wind, but it's going to... Yeah, I'm going to cop it now. Oh, well, another visit to Bunnings and another empty-handed shop. But the thing is, I found out that the containers, the storage containers are dirt cheap. $6 or $8 and about... I think the $8 ones are 50 litres, so they're quite reasonable size. That's great, because I'm going to use those for sure. And the smoke alarms, they're all the right price, unlike the supermarkets. They've got them in stock, so that's good. And the lady over here was very, very helpful with the curtain glides, although I'm not 100% sure whether this pack will work, but we'll see. It's just cheap as, doesn't matter. It's very frustrating for me though that not only did we have cyclonic winds the other day, and I took a few shots of it. You can see how windy it really was. It's blustery at the moment, but nowhere near as windy. Yeah, like I say, losing power wasn't great. Some people got their power back here a lot faster, and it's very intermittent. My real estate agent was telling me that there was a business just down the road that was still okay, and yet there was a residence just a few doors down, and they're all blacked out. So it's the nature of the grid, I guess. But yeah, I'm happy that's happening. But the trouble is, I now can't send SMSs, which is a real drag. That's causing me major frustration right now. It's great to get the power back on, but I really need to be able to text people. When you're selling a house, you need to stay in contact all the time. The good news is my neighbour will move his car tomorrow because my agent has kindly offered to leave his trailer there for the day, and I can dispose of a really crappy couch that I've got. There's two couches I need to get rid of, and a pretty ugly looking desk and things. There's a few things that I need to get rid of, and he's going to he says apparently there's a tip in this particular area. I'm in Portsmouth right now, which is fairly close to Parramatta Park, but apparently there's a tip here, and the fees are really low, like for a trailer about $12.50. It's nothing. So that's great news. But I have been pretty stressed out. I haven't got much sleep, but so many things to think about. I guess it'll get better when we finally got the flat up for inspection. Looks as though we're still going to use a staging company. As the second one did a quote for me yesterday. At least they got the details. I haven't quoted back to Darcy, who's my agent, yet. He hasn't received that information. I spoke to him earlier today because I just wanted to tell him that everything's go as far as him dropping off his trailer tomorrow at around 9ish. So that's good. That's a real... Once I get rid of this rubbish off from the place, and then we could sort of talk about staging it for a sale and what have you. I don't know how much effect this staging is going to have. It looks as though I'm probably up for between about $1,000 and $1,500 to get this done, and I'm going to have to move my own furniture out. Although it's crappy furniture, a lot of it. The beds could stay, thank God, but other stuff's got to be moved out. And they're going to move in some plants and tables and other things. So, yeah, my agent tends to think that really they're not making big bucks, these staging companies, for the work they put in. He definitely thinks it's worth it, and we'll just see. In the scheme of things, it's not much. I've been spending $1,000 here, $1,000 there. It's amazing how much you go through when you're getting your place up to scratch. And look, I haven't been doing as much maintenance as I should have over the last few years, so there's a bit of catch up happening as well. So, you know, you got to put it in perspective that when you sell a place, you've got to put your best foot forward, because it's a market, a lot of competition. So we'll see. But at least it's not raining today. I can walk, and that's great. And hopefully these gliders, these new gliders, will slot into my rail. I think they might, because it's not that, it's a reasonable sized gap behind the rail, hopefully, because I don't want it to go, well, it's not going to really be a solution to take the ends off. It's not going to work for me. I really need to have it work this way. Anyway, fingers crossed that works. And yeah, well, we'll just see. It's just a bit of fiddling around. I didn't even think it was possible to get the other ones I'd bought working, but Darcy weaved his magic and got it happening. So my major frustration now is I can't contact Adam, who's my who did the painting job for me. He also has carpentry sort of skills, cabinet making skills. I just wanted to bring his drill along with him, because I need to get those handles put on. I gave up. I looked at the handles at Bunnings. I was quite disappointed. There was a very small range, and they weren't cheap. So look, I'm going to stick with the current ones. I'm not going to indulge myself with that. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, I got no idea, but we'll see. So onward we go. And like I say, I wish I could swap places with Lynette, because she's gone through all this crap. She's completed all this, but I'm still in the process of selling. And she got a great price for her house too, so she did really well. But you know, I'm just going to make a very small capital gain, if anything, the way things are going. All right, a bit of wind still, but I'll persevere. I'm going to get some cover. I'm going to go underground soon, and that's the rail line going down to Townsville, just through those two buildings there. And now I'll head just over here where I've been before, and we'll get a bit more protection from the wind, which will be good. Oh, there's a train there. Huh. Wow, that's a rarity. There's the big train. Oh, that's the first time I've seen it in the actual station. So good to see some action around here for a change. Oh boy. Yeah, so many things to think about. And once I do sell the place, then I've got to work out where I'm going to stay, where I'm going to store stuff. Boy, lots of things on my mind. My mind's racing at the moment. Lots of things to think about. Tomorrow's I'm gonna get the range hood installed. That'll be good. The smoke alarms, and I'm not sure whether Adam's going to be doing painting of things like the blades of the. Oh, I can smell the oil. Oh, there you go. We're actually seeing the train for once. Wow. So it might be about ready to depart too. Yes, the technical term I couldn't remember was fans. The ceiling fans. Yeah, so I think they'll look a lot better when they're actually painted, but I don't know whether Adam's even gone and bought the paint or whatever. I'm not sure what he's done. But if he has, we'll go ahead with it. What the hell, I don't think it'll do any damage. The other thing is we haven't chosen really a colour, so that's what I wanted to convey to him with my SMS, but unfortunately, no good. Apparently it's quite a luxurious train. It's quite nice, probably heavily subsidised. It does take a long time though to get from point A to point B compared to flying. Flying is enough, no glamour in it, but at least it gets you from point A to point B fairly quickly. It has that advantage. But I must admit I've been tempted to maybe take that journey. I can probably get a discount too, being an old prick. So we'll see. I might do it one day. It's not like I'm in a rush for anything. I did take the GAN once and it was okay, nothing special. Yeah, it wasn't much to see, you know. Most of the outback's pretty boring, but going into Alice Springs was quite spectacular. Around Alice Springs was good, but once the actual open desert, well, it's desert, you know. It's red. What can you say? If you're a geologist, you might get off on it. But not me anyway. I guess I'm a heathen. Oh boy. Anyway, entering the gaming area, which I detest, and then to Woolworths to catch up on some shopping. And hopefully my freezer won't be out of action. I can actually start stocking up again. I got myself a couple of decent specials at Woolworths. The pies were half price, $3.50. That's very rare. I'm wondering, I mean, I would assume that they still would have had power throughout the blackout. I think this whole centre would have a diesel backup. So I don't think the supermarkets would have actually had any problem with spoilage, but they also had a discount on feta cheese. It wasn't as big, but yeah, 50% from the pies is a very big discount. That's rare, so take it while you can. Oh, the train's still here. Oh boy, it's been here for some time. Well, it's not going to be going this direction because this just leads up to Coranda. But it'll be going, if you smell the diesel, yeah, it'll be heading down to Townsville fairly soon. This is the end of the line, as it were. So, whew. Yeah, it'll be good to get back home, have a bit of a rest. Quite a walk today, did the circle. So, yeah, looking forward to getting back home. Every day I guess I'm getting closer and closer to putting my house or my apartment, flat, whatever you want to call it, on the market. It still seems a way off though. Tomorrow will be a big day. I'll get a bit of stuff done, get rid of some furniture. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you or entertainment or whatever. And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great.